guys, I'm Laura Vitale. I'm here solo. Nonna has gone back home. I want to thank you all for so much love and kind words for my Nonna. We had an amazing 3.5 weeks. We will be reunited this summer in Italy, so don't you worry, and we'll get here before we know it. But I wanted to say thank you to all of you that tuned in, commented on Instagram, YouTube, all the things. I read her pretty much every comment and message, and she feels so loved and appreciated. It's wonderful. Having said that, I am in need of something green. I'm in need of something that is not pasta nor bread. And you know, if it's coming from me, I am desperate. We love Nonna, but Nonna likes to eat like it's every day Sunday because she feels like for some reason when we get together, our time is so short that we do it all, we do it up, which we do. Today I'm making some delicious Greek meatballs. It's what I call Greek meatballs. And I'm going to serve them with a lovely salad, a tzatziki, and for those of you who are going to think that I'm not eating any carbs at the moment, I'm also making rice because I am getting back on track, but on track for me does not mean no carbs. It means balance. It means lots more protein that I've been eating and a little bit less on the carbs. Not none, just a little less. Okay. I'm going to go ahead in my food processor just because I need to chop a lot of herbs. I've got dill, I've got parsley, I've got mint, and I'm going to add them to a food processor because they need to be really finely chopped, and I just don't really feel like doing it by hand because it'll take me forever. So I'm just adding them to a food processor, get rid of any tough stems, and to it I'm going to add a half of an onion. I'm using a red onion. Truth be told, you can use a yellow onion, a red onion, you could use chives, you could use scallions, you could use shallots, you can use anything your heart desires. That's sort of an allium onion family situation. I give it a little rough chop, then add it right in. These meatballs don't have any breading in them because they just simply don't need them. They're not cooking long enough that you're going to dry them out. You're just cooking them long enough so that they're cooked all the way through, but the onion and the herbs and everything does give them a bit of moisture. But I'm using an 85-15 blend of ground beef, so if you are using anything that's leaner, I would add a splash of milk, I would add an egg, or you can simply just add a couple tablespoons of olive oil just to ensure that your meatballs are really nice and juicy. I'm gonna take a few cloves of garlic. Come on, I can get this out. As much or as little as you want. I am a believer of go big or go home when it comes to flavor, especially when it's something like garlic. And then I'm gonna add my garlic both to my meat and a little bit to this mixture because it kind of helps everything come together. Okay, and then just pulse until it's all very finely chopped. That looks amazing, very finely chopped. By the way, I'm supposed to say salt, but I said garlic, I think. I don't even know, my brain is mush right now. Add everything to your beef. Lovely, lovely. And then I'm gonna add a pinch of oregano. If you had fresh oregano, I would have told you to add it right in. I didn't have any. My garden is still too early. But once I do, I'll be adding some fresh oregano to this. But since I don't have any, some dry will do. Very strong onion. Very, very strong. Woo! Added my salt. I'm not adding any black pepper. I'm going to go in here with my hands and I'm just going to mix this all until it's well combined and then start forming my meatballs. Meatballs are looking fantastic. You can cook these 3 ways. You can cook them in your air fryer, temperature and time. All up to you. You guys know I don't use an air fryer like a traditional air fryer. You can cook them in the oven, 450, 12 to 15 minutes, perfect. Or you can cook them stovetop. I think stovetop are really best simply because you get a much better texture on them. However, you're gonna need to kind of keep an eye on them because you need to make sure that they are cooked all the way through. I am gonna cook mine stovetop because this is what I do. I use a non-stick skillet. Make sure you layer it. Make sure you drizzle it with some olive oil. Try to keep your meatballs at the same size, all the same size if you can help it. And don't overcrowd the pan because we want beautiful color. We do not want steamed meatballs. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on them. Roll them around in that olive oil. Kind of keeps them from sticking, and then it will give them really nice color. I'm gonna do them 2 batches. However, I ain't playing because I'm the one cleaning this kitchen, so I want my screen splatter. While that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and make my like little tzatziki, which is so good, so delicious. I'm not gonna shred a thing. I'm gonna throw everything into the food processor and finally chop it. I'm adding 2 mini cucumbers because let's face it, mini cucumbers are so much better than any other cucumber. 2 or 1 or 3 cloves of garlic. I'm using 1 because it's gigantic. You'll need some fresh parsley. You need some fresh dill. And I'm gonna add a little bit of mint. Add that right in there. Beautiful. I like a little lemon zest. I got my grater down here. A little lemon zest, a little lemon juice. Makes it really nice and bright. Turning that down so nothing burns. A little squeeze of limon, like that. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and pulse until very finely chopped. I do that. That is fantastic, and that is what I want to see. Very finely chopped. But if you didn't want to use a food processor, you can obviously just grate the cucumber with a box grater. Go ahead and grate the garlic on a microplane, and it's the same thing, but taking the easy way these days. A little Greek yogurt, unflavored, of course. I like to add a pinch of salt, and I also like to add just a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. I just think it makes it so much better. Give it all a really good stir. Don't come at me for authenticity, but do come at me for deliciousness, because it might not get me brownie points when it comes to authenticity. However, it is so divine, so delicious. To me, it's what matters. Beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely. Set that to the side. What I'm gonna work on next is just thinly slicing a few cucumbers. I'm gonna take these really beautiful tomatoes, I'm gonna quarter them. I'm gonna take a green bell pepper, which I know I've come a long way with my green bell peppers, and cut that into some thin slices. Add them to a bowl with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, some oregano and some salt, a little bit of mint, and that's it. We're getting closer to eating. Second batch of meatballs about ready, and I'm just gonna build my bowl like I ordinarily would. This is also fantastic if you are a meal prepper. I know a lot of people that love to meal prep. I'm not the biggest meal prepper in terms of like everything being in a container. However, I love the idea of having chopped veggies on hand, a bowl of tzatziki on hand, the container I should say, meatballs cooked on hand, and then I can make a pita, I can make it on a salad, I can literally eat it on rice and go. You know, you can do what you please. I like it just like this because to me it's fantastic. I do have feta and black olives on hand, which I will serve in a bit, but I like a bed of mixed greens. You can also do a bed of, let's say, arugula or a bit of romaine. You've got your delicious, by the way, these meatballs are simply sublime, okay? I wanted to cut into one for you so that you can see. Look at that, and look at how juicy they are, right? Because they're just cooked perfectly. Look at the juiciness. See that? I hope you saw that. So good. Unbelievably good. And then I love like a lot of tzatziki because it's just who I am. I can't help it. To me, it's all so delicious. And I do like a squeeze of lemon over the whole thing. And then, honestly, I'm taking this half that I already bit into. Shove it. It's delicious. And as you're eating, if you're anything like me anyway, you start to sort of mix everything together. The rice, delish, your veggie, your tzatziki, your meatballs. It's absolutely delicious. Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com for the written recipe. Hope you enjoy spending time with me. I will see you in the next one. Dip your veggies in that tzatziki. Don't miss out.